Hey guys, this is kind of a PSA. I just learned something new on Friday night that I need to share with all you guys. So I've always said that this device doesn't leave any visible marks on the coin, and that is true. Still true to this day. You can see here's an American Silver Eagle. This is one of the more beat up ones in the mint tube that I have. I went ahead and sacrificed this one to show you the issue that I'm running into. So if you look between the T and the Y here, you can see that it has all the damage and stuff from being in the mint tube. But so what I hadn't noticed until Friday was that if you make contact with the coin, and I'll show you, I've pinged this one a bunch of times, and you can't see where the contact was made. Right, like that's just not, you're not gonna visibly be able to see it with your eye, as long as your caps are clean, right? So that I always knew, right? But what I didn't know was that if you exhale on the coin, like you're fogging up a mirror, you can still see a little spot. So check this out. So between the T and the Y, I made contact with the device. I'm gonna exhale on it, and you're gonna be able to see that spot. Did you see it? And then it just becomes completely invisible again once it all evaporates. So I'm gonna do it one more time. Look between the T and the Y. Now hopefully that showed up. I can't look in the camera and do that at the same time. So that is something to be aware of. Can you clean that off? Yeah, you can clean that off for sure. But then all of a sudden it goes from a mint state tube coin to a coin that you attempted to clean one of the fields with. So if you're going to be doing ASEs, be super careful, or just don't do it, or be sure it's one that you're comfortable handling, that you could just wipe that away with your finger without worrying about it. And while we're on it, let's just go over the other things too. So there's some other risks with this device. I think most of you guys know. I told the people that got the prototypes about it. Only one of them responded so far, and he said he didn't really mind about the spot and that he wanted to buy more units, which is pretty cool. But I mean, it's still a risk, and I don't really think it's that cool. I'm super embarrassed by it. I pulled down the 2 ads that I had running. I had one on Facebook. I had one on Instagram. I pulled those down with the ASE. I've already got all the marketing materials and done and all that stuff, so I got to figure out how to update those. I've always said that the device is made for coins you comfortably handle, and it still is. Like, you'll never see a spot like that on one of these coins. We'll demonstrate that after this. So the other thing you want to be careful with is 24 karat gold. This stuff is actually pretty safe in the device while you're pinging it. But if you hit it with a stack stick really hard, or if you're pinging it aggressively, there is a dent risk, just because of how soft this stuff really is. Proof surfaces. I did have in the instruction manual that if there was no debris on there, you could go ahead and use the pocket pinger if you were very careful with it, just because I thought people were going to do it anyway. But now, because of this invisible spot issue, I'm going to go ahead and say that you should just completely avoid proofs altogether, which is smart too. These things will scratch just pulling them out in and out of a flip, so avoid proof surfaces. And the last thing that I found is if a coin is beautifully toned, you want to be careful with this as well, just because it's actually a way to test for counterfeits, right? So if you have this in the device and you're rubbing it around or pinging it aggressively or carelessly, it can cause the caps to rub on this and potentially remove the patina. It's not super easy to do, but it can happen, and it needs to be something that you guys are aware of. So yeah, this little invisible spot is a total bummer. It's still not visible, but I'm gonna know it's there and you're gonna know it's there. So I gotta figure out how to change all the marketing. Yeah, the show is gonna go on, guys, but I just need to really emphasize on the fact that this is made for coins you're comfortable handling. Better I see that spot now than one of you guys sees that later. All right, that's the way I'm looking at this. Cool. So look, so if you're pinging coins you comfortably handle, get that nice, beautiful Morgan. Happy Sunday, everybody. I still, you know, use caution, test your stacks. Yeah, take care, guys.